And I'm back with a new planning video. Hey everyone, it's Tori from Calypso Creative Planning, and I've got a new video theme for you guys. Today we're going to be looking at a book journal spread in my 1 month planner. So if you want to see how it came together, stay tuned. Alright everyone, I am currently using my black and gold luxury 1 month planner for the month of December, and we're going to be doing a digital plan with me video for a book journal section. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to Amazon and I'm just screenshotting the book cover and just cropping it down to just the cover, not all the extra stuff. And then I can save it to my iPad and then paste it right in, size it up, and we are good to go. Of course, for some reason this one I missed this little bit at the bottom, so we can trim this out. And I'm currently using Note Shelf on my iPad, so that's what this planning app is. I started testing it out last month, I think, and I've kind of stuck with it. So that's what we're using. So the next thing I'm going to do is pull in some of the details to go along with this, but I noticed this review, Geraldine for President. I mean, that's pretty funny. So I'm going to grab Note Shelf and just pop it up here in a little pop-up window, because you can't do a side-by-side with the Amazon app and Note Shelf. So I got my little pop-up, and I'm just going to grab some of the stats, like the publication date and page length and stuff like that, so that I can add that to my spread. I decided to do this book journal section when I did my, I think it was the Boho Arrows 1 month planner was the first one that I put a book section in, but soon I will have a year-long book journal coming out to my shop, so you guys can look forward to that. I'm going to have an undated version and a fully dated version, so you'll be able to link the books you read to the day of the month that you read them, which, you know, I think is pretty cool because I read a lot throughout the year. So that's why I did a book journal section in this planner and why I decided to do a full-length one. And I also keep up with my stuff, the books I read, on Goodreads. So I had to go back and look and see what date I started this and what date I finished this. And I mean, it's only 85 pages long, but I think I started this at like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock at night one night, and I've not been staying up that late. I sound like an old person, but I've not been staying up that late recently, but I just wanted to start it right away. And so I had to finish it up the next day. So that's why I don't want to say it took me so long. I mean, like, it wasn't a full day or anything, but why there's 2 dates. Okay, I'm rambling. It's okay. The new book in this series, this is book 5.5. The new book in the series comes out on Christmas Day, which is next week. And if I'm being honest, I'm totally counting down to the book release, not counting down to Christmas, since, I mean, for Christmas, it's just going to be me and my husband this year. We're not going out anywhere. But yeah, I'm totally counting down for the next one. I already have a page picked out in my journal for it. Oh, by the way, that's the emojis that I use, the stars, to give it a 5-star rating, because duh, 5 stars. Duh. And now I'm going to pull in these. These are my Zodiac inspired digital planner charms that I created because I'm obsessed with this series. I even have a discount code for you guys if you love this series too. But I created these because the digital planner charm thing, like this is a new addition to my shop and I've had a lot of fun creating these. And so I just wanted to do a set that was inspired by the book series. And so the one that I just placed, the little charms, that's actually based off of something in this book. And for other Zodiac lovers, I know the charm bracelets in the book were platinum, but I wanted to do a gold charm set to go along with the gold on the covers of this series, so that's why it's gold. I may do a silver set, but for now it's gold. And then I did paper clips with the element symbols, because why not? That's awesome, right? So in Note Shelf, you can use an eraser tool to edit out your images, like edit out parts of your image. So I'm going to place this charm like it's hooked on the rings of my planner, and I'm going to hit edit and go to the eraser tool, and I'm just going to erase out a little section. I don't know why I'm motioning with my hands. You guys can't see my hands, but I erased out a little section and then line it up again, and I need to erase a little more. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to look like it's actually hooked on the rings. So that is what I did. And I think it's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close. So now I want to do the same thing for the paper clip. I want to make it look like it's clipped on the page, so it's holding like the image, I guess you could say. So I'm going to use the eraser tool for that one as well, and just erase out a section so that that's the part that hooks on to the page, and then erase out this little middle section, because if it was actually clipped on the page, that would be behind the page. So this is a pretty nifty thing on Note Shelf. I mean, I used to use GoodNotes, and I still do. I mainly use it for my stickers at this point because I'm kind of hooked on this. But the eraser feature for the images is pretty handy. I mean, obviously it's not perfect. You know, you can also do this in Procreate if you want to do that. You can just drag that image over into Procreate and edit it that way. So if you're using GoodNotes and you don't have that eraser option, that's something you can do. So now I'm going to go through some of my stickers. I didn't realize how many I had open, so I'm going to close some of those. And I'm going to start pulling in some. This is my Purple Haze sticker book, and it's got like a paper collage type of vibe to it. So I'm going to pull in some of these little paper strips, and I'm going to add the title up there instead of writing it under where it says title. And I'm using the pen tool with the shape so it goes straight, because I can't draw a straight line. I mean, I just can't. So I'm going to cover up those borders for a pop of color, because I mean color. And I need to move that text to the top, to the front. Same with the charm. So now it sits on top of those. That's a handy feature with Note Shelf. If you're using GoodNotes, you would have to cut and paste to get it to go on top, which is fine. That totally works. Add some stars, because even though they, you know, annoy us sometime with this series, they're really cute. And then a heart, because, you know, you have hope. You have hope. Okay, that was lame, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to add a little gold accent and grab another washi sticker, because instead of notes, I'm going to do quotes. I'm totally rhyming. That was not intentional, but that's what that's going to be for. And since my handwriting sucks, we're still sticking to text. Although I will say that there's one pen in Note Shelf that makes my handwriting not look so crappy, which is nice. But with text, you can play around with different fonts. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to change my font. This one's called Andrea. You guys can find that somewhere if you like it. And then I'm just going to resize it and make it be centered so that it fits there, and make it bigger. And because I don't want to go through the same process for my quotes label, I'm going to lock this image so that I can just circle that text and reposition it. And then I'm going to copy and paste it. And then I don't have to change the settings again. I can just change the words, to quote. Sometimes it works to highlight and then rewrite, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. Okay, so now I want to pull in some, one more sticker, but to set you up for this, I'm going to pull in my highlighted quotes from my Kindle instead of writing it. I'm going to show you how to export your notes. And I put lips because, for kisses, but normally I would export my notes on my Kindle, like my actual Kindle. I have a Kindle A.S.S that I really love. But for this purpose, I'm doing it on my iPad. You can do it either way. It works the same. If you go to your notes and do share, and then you can just export your notes and type in your email. It's a little bit different on your iPad. On my actual Kindle, if I hit export notes, it automatically sends it to the email that's attached to my Amazon account, which is fine. So this really works the same way. And then you've got your quotes. You can just select it and copy it and then go back to Note Shelf. And we're going to create a text box. And it works best to start a text box and then use your finger to touch it and hit paste. If you do it with the Apple Pencil, it's not as easy. It works a lot faster if you start the text box and then just tap it with your finger and hit paste. And I've sized this, this font. I use it for my regular planner spread, so it's already sized to fit the lines fairly well, but you may have to adjust that. Some of my earlier book journal entries, I was writing all of these notes, but then I figured out how to export the notes and then just copy and paste them. It's so much easier. Takes way less time, because imagine writing all this out. I mean, it's a good way to practice your handwriting if you want to do that. I don't, but it's a good way. But this is just a really easy way. Like I said, it works on your regular Kindle and it works on your iPad, on the Kindle app. I'm sure on your phone will work the same way. But if you're already on your iPad for digital planning, then this is really handy. And so I just resize these as I need them, and I'm just moving them around a little bit to make room. It actually worked out pretty perfectly, which is crazy. But that's it. Book journal done. Oh, and here's some charms if you want them. Bye, guys.